and welcome to Hello, I Am Clutch, and this is Disney's third secret people mover. That's right, this is legitimately a Disney people mover, and in today's video I'm gonna take you for a ride on this thing. We're gonna show you about it and tell you a whole bunch of fun little facts about it. So first of all, this is at the International Airport in Houston. This is the George Bush Airport. I said it that way because IAH is the code, and that just made me think of it saying it that way. So what I love about this system is you can ride this for free, but before we get too much into it, I want to take it back so you see exactly where you can get this from. So we're gonna go to Upstairs Clutch. Thanks, Downstairs Clutch. So when you're looking for this people mover, it is called the Subway. Anytime you see it at any of the terminals, it doesn't matter if you're at A, B, C, D, or E, you're looking for the Subway. Going down to the Subway, this is actually, again, the reason this is free is because this is on the side before security. So you can come and ride this without paying. You don't need a ticket, you don't need anything. You can just come here, have a good time. So anyway, when you want to ride it, look for the Subway signs. You go down, whether it's the elevator or the escalator, that gets you down to that area to go on the third secret people mover. Thanks, Upstairs Clutch. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go on this a little bit. I'm gonna show you some fun things about it. Here it comes along. It comes every 3 minutes. It doesn't operate between the hours of 12:15 and 3:15. Well, we're gonna get on this hopefully as long as everyone gets off, and we're gonna go for a fun ride around this place. Just want to point out the map here, like it goes all the way from A to E. You can take it from, A, it stops at A, B, the Marriott Hotel, C, and then what is D and E. So you can take it pretty much to every single place on the front side. Or, again, just go for a ride. And away we go. So, this is amazing. This is legitimately the people mover. Now you can see it is a bit of a different car. My wife's in here with me, so so you can see, whoa, I gotta hold on. These curves aren't joking around. Okay, trying to actually talk about it. So you can see there's a lot more space than a regular monorail, not the monorail, I'm gonna say monorail out by accident. But this is this is more than the people mover. It can hold 12 people because of luggage and things like that. But what's really fun about this was built in 1981. This is about 2 miles in track in total. And I know I've said it before, but I just want to reiterate, you can ride this essentially for free. You can come to the airport because it is before you have to go through security, and you can just ride this the whole way. But it functions just like the people mover at Disney, at the Magic Kingdom, and it is wonderful. It uses these linear, I can't even say it, I'm so excited. It uses the linear induction motors. Yeah, those turns they're no joke. And it moves at, I think, about 15 miles per hour, so that's like, it moves at a brisk pace. You might kind of see that in the middle here, you can actually walk this whole thing. It's fascinating because it's like you're in a basement in the 80s. It's really what it feels like, and I just love it. It's so much fun. But it, just like the monorail, I keep saying monorail, my goodness, just like the people mover at Disney. So there's a grate on the roof, and so at certain points there are announcements, and I think it'll be coming up here. You'll be able to see a little bit better. You'll see there are multiple speakers, and so it works just like the people mover in the Magic Kingdom, where if they have announcements or things, they have multiple speakers as you're moving along so that you can hear the full announcement as it's happening. So it's just it's just a wonderful harkens back to an old thing that I think is fantastic. So monorail, clutch, people mover. So something interesting about this compared to what you have at the Magic Kingdom is that we stop, and if you look really quick right there, those are the brakes that basically are, I believe, friction brakes that help stop the vehicle. Because you might not think about this, but when you are at the Magic Kingdom on the people mover, you technically never stop. And here, they had to have that here. And I believe because of how linear induction motors work, they needed some sort of friction point, and that's what they have there. So those essentially grab the car, as far as I understand. So now we got a stretch here that I believe is going between Terminal C and Terminal D/E, and it is quite a long hallway. So again, you can see, you can, if you were willing to, you could walk across. There's our neighbor. That's a cool shot. Heyo. Love it. but it would be a long journey. We're moving at a pretty fast pace, which this has been the most fun part so far, because we are booking it. We are booking it. We are in a library and we are checking out books, and this booking joke doesn't work, but I'm saying booking a lot. I should have made something more about going to a police station and saying we gotta book them. We should have ended around 30 seconds ago. So here's kind of a good wide shot of that PeopleMover train going away. I don't need you to ask me that. So, but you can kind of see just how long this goes. Like, this goes really, really far. It goes between all the terminals. So, but you might be asking yourself at this point, how does this connect to Disney's PeopleMover? Well, I will tell you. The reason it connects is because it is legitimately a product made by WED Enterprises. Back in the 80s when this first opened, this was from them. So WED, if you did not know, stands for Walter Elias Disney, but it was basically a company that made these kind of things, and this was legitimately something they were trying to sell to other places, their PeopleMover concept. And they're trying to get it for like public transportation and things like that, and as far as I know, Houston is the only one that actually bought this. So when I say this is Disney's third PeopleMover, this legitimately is the third PeopleMover that Disney built, and people don't really realize it. It is, structured a little differently with the cars and and how it like what its purpose is, but like the fact that at the bottom here we have the linear induction motors and that actually move it, basically in a fancy way, magnets. I am not a scienceologist, so I really couldn't fully explain it to you, but it is essentially magnets. You are in Train 5. Por favor, manténganse alejado de la puerta. If you're getting liminal vibes, it's because I'm also getting liminal vibes, because this entire basement sectional is one giant liminal vibe. I think just a part of this that is really great to me is the way that it is inside. Like, it feels like this train shouldn't exist like this, and I don't know, I find the idea of like modes of transportation being in places they shouldn't be, or like, I've always loved tunnels and bridges, but like this feels different. It feels like you're in a basement in like the 80s in a way that just like feels like it's a rich person's house that they would use this to get around, and I really just love the absolute feeling of it. I mean, just look at it, like it barely fits in here. You can see it over there, and I absolutely adore the concept of this, like that it is that you can walk right next to it and you can basically, you can hop that if you really wanted to, but like just like the fact that they fit this in a tight space, it's like nothing else would logically go here. So I absolutely love that this exists. So something that feels weird is if you kind of look closely at this part, it kind of looks like it was a little flooded back there. I don't know how to feel about that one. So thank you for riding on the third Disney monorail with me. There it goes in the distance. We'll say goodbye. Goodbye, monorail. Oh my gosh. I keep saying monorail. I can't stop saying it. It's the PeopleMover. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you for coming along with me to ride this incredibly fun piece of transportation. I think it's amazing that this actually exists, that this is really a monorail made... PeopleMover made by Disney. Forgive me, everyone. Oh my gosh. I love unique transportation, and I definitely love unique transportation at airports. If you want to see another really fun, unique type of transportation at airport, if you go to the Dulles Airport outside of Washington, D.C., they have what some people call PeopleMovers, but they're basically humongous mobile transport lounges. Basically big bus trains on wheels. It's crazy. Watch this video. It's wonderful. It's so fun to go on that. It's like this. It's just about getting you around the airport, but it's unique and it's almost one of a kind, and I love that. But if you just want to come along for another fun adventure with me, this one's good too. That's legit. Anyway, thank you for coming on the not monorail PeopleMover adventure with me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I am still Clutch.